What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another YGOpro duel video in Ranked, and this time I'm going to be playing with the Herald of Perfection deck, or Herald Angels as I prefer to call it, just because, you know, it's got Herald of Perfection in it, it's got Cyber Angels in it, that's just the name I like to call it. It makes sense, but this is my current build. This is the build that me and my buddy Owsley, that I play for like the replay videos, have been working on for a little bit of time. It's just incredibly standardized to make, you know, the best use of Pot of Desires, because you want to get extra cards in every situation possible. So just playing 3-ofs of literally every card that's good and like worth to play 3-of is literally just the entire concept of this deck. Just play 3-ofs, 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 that's it. And then you basically make it to where Pot of Desires doesn't banish anything that is going to hinder you. Like literally the worst thing you can banish off Pot of Desires that hinders you the most is literally if like you banish 2 sovereignties and you have like a stick chair combo. But even then that's mitigatable because of Ritual Sanctuary's revive effect and instant fusion. So like you still have so many other combinations of plays that you can do with this deck if you banish like certain cards in like quantities of 2. Like I've yet to banish a full play set of cards off of like Pot of Desires in this deck. And I've been playtesting this deck a lot. I really like it. Basically, the entire concept is don't let your opponent play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like just put Herald of Perfection on the board and have at least between 2 and 4 negations in hand. And like typically that's just it. Like most decks nowadays in the current format require way too much prior setup and like minus themselves with the like intention of plussing themselves later in the turn. Specifically decks like Monarchs and Blue Eyes, to name a few. And like this deck just eats those for breakfast. Like if you have 2 negations in hand and you can stop them from unbricking their hands, then it's insane. It's just very beneficial to you. Now this is going to be a live duel because of the fact that I filmed some amazing games with this deck against Monarchs, a best out of 3 match, and had some amazing lines of play and stuff in it, and then all the replays are corrupted, like instantly. And that makes me very mad that DEVpro has not yet fixed this, and I've got it to work once, and now all of my replays are literally corrupted, so I have no idea what does that or how to fix it. But I guess we'll just go back to this format of video because people like it and people don't want it to really go away, so I guess we'll just jump into the game, shall we? So yeah, I'm actually still very upset that DEVpro for some reason hasn't fixed its replay function to the point where like I can play it, because like that's the point. The point was to film replays and like have it move fast and have a lot of content and do that. Oh, this got blinded second. Interessante. Okay, well I've got pre-prep, Cyber Angel Benson. Oh shit. Alright, so I'm going to be able to resolve Stick Chair. I'm going to be able to do a lot of nonsense. Should be able to put Herald Saphira up with a few negations if everything goes according to plan. Most definitely because of prep. So it doesn't even matter if I just get Chair and I just resolve Stick Chair. But I need to draw like the field spell to be absolutely broken. But from here, we'll just summon Herald. But yeah, I'm still just so triggered. I'm just so, not even triggered, just upset. Because I had 3 very good games against my friend playing Monarchs with this Herald deck. Me piloting this Herald deck, and like I was doing some amazing plays to play around boards and play around like Stormforth Aether and stuff like that. And the replay function is just broken. Like every time it goes to any sort of Monarch play, it just errors out, and I'm just like, this is not okay. Not okay at all. But anyway, so we're normal this. We'll go Stick Chair. Draw some cards, take a card out of his hand. If I draw the field spell, this is insane because it allows me to discard him and go for him. So there's like that. I can go him for him in the field spell nonsense, so that's good. That's a Pot of Desires, which is really good. Pot of Desires is like especially good in this deck. Ritual Sanctuary. Alright. Okay, so I can activate this now, which I'm going to. If I banish all 3 Saphiras, then Jesus, man. Got me. Alright, so there's one him, there's pre-prep, there's terraformings, there's another Heralds, there's 2 Heralds banished, but I don't really care. I've got 1 on board already. There's one of those, there's 2 more Dawn of the Heralds, so I literally banished 2 more Heralds and 2 Dawn of the Heralds. Neat. Alright, so this is all fine. So I get to activate this Ritual Sanctuary. I can discard the Hymn of Light and add another Hymn of Light, and the reason I'm doing this is so that this preparation gets even more value. So it's literally just synergy at this point. And I have Instant Fusion as well, which I can actually use for some other cheeky nonsense. I really like this deck. This deck is really consistent. And this deck is like really good at breaking boards going second because you're able to search Stick Chair. Like if you're able to target the cards, you're able to do Stick Chair. If you can't target them, you can usually do some sort of like Instant Fusion, Manju, or like Ritual Sanctuary manipulation to get Utopia the Lightning on board. So it's pretty easy to answer boards with this deck specifically. But carrying on. We're going to not make that. We're going to make... we are going to make Ouroboros. Whoa. Almost had a problem. We're going to pop this Ritual Sanctuary, and it's going to allow me to draw a card, which is another Dawn of the Herald. Wait, what? Didn't I banish two? Oh, I banished one off of its own effect. That's right. Okay. Alright, that makes significantly more sense. Alright, so from here, we'll use this. We'll take a card out the hand. That is a white stone. Do I want to go ahead and negate that? I mean, it's free. It is free. Let's do it. It's free. It is 100% free. So we'll discard this. And then I get to use the Hymn of Light here. And I actually get to, I can actually go into Fairy Cheer Girl to draw another card. And that would actually be very, very beneficial to my own person and being. But, so from here, I can actually, I could special this and draw another card. So I can go Instant Fusion, draw two. It is, like, taking some of my negations out of my hand. So, let's see. Is it something I want to do? Oh, well, I'm not going to have space to do it anyway, so it's not whether or not I want to do it or not. But I will be able to resolve this later if I do have Ritual Sanctuary. So there is that. So we will summon this Fairy Cheer Girl, just get another draw. Saphira is going to automatically add the card to our hand anyway, so there's no real need to do anything extraneous. So we'll just try and draw cards. Okay, so that's a second fairy, which is good. Very good indeed. And then from here, I will just end my turn. Saphira will trigger, and I'm going to add a light monster from graveyard to hand, and I'm going to add back the stick, just in case for some reason I only negate one card and my board somehow gets cleared. Or if this gets kaiju'd. Like, this is just extremely worth. Alright, so negate trade-in. Seems pretty simple. I would rather you not just have two cards. Those are those kind of negations that you 100% negate. Like, if they discard for trade-in, like look at that. Like, you prevent them from unbricking their hand, and then you're in the clear. You just cannot lose at that point. With this deck, like against decks like Blue Eyes and Monarchs, like if you just prevent them from establishing their first turn play, it's just so simple, it's so easy. One negation won that game. Well, technically two, because I did negate the White Stone. I mean, that was free, that was on my own turn, so I don't really want to count that, because my opponent still did have 5 cards. So there is that. But like, you just negate trade-in, you negate melody, you negate pantheism, you negate like idea, you negate all these cards. And then you just get them. Like, you're literally summoning Solemn Judgment. This deck is insane. I really like this deck. I'm going to keep this video really short. I might put up multiple videos or not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stay with this live format until I figure out how to fix the replay function on DEVpro, because Jesus, man, I had 3 really good games filmed and I just can't use them. I still have the replays. I can't even watch the replays. I know what happened. I guess I've got to film them live and commentate over them afterwards, but like, then that loses the appeal of the replay, where you get infinite knowledge over knowing everything your opponent had. You get to see what they banished off Pot of Desires, which is one of my big things that I want to see, and all that sort of nonsense. Like, you just lose that information, and you lose the like constant pace of play, which is something that I don't like, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to go away from live commentary, because I don't like the pace at which the games are played normally, because they seem to be a bit on the long side, and that's causing people to like not really watch them for their entirety of their length, which is bringing my analytics down. So that's something I'm trying to address in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, that's enough rambling. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to the background music playlist of all the background music I use, if it's updated and accurate. Facebook pages, all that sort of nonsense. If you want to use any of those links for what they are there for, then go for it. They are resources for you to use. Other than that, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, all that sort of nonsense. If you know some people that might like my content, definitely share it around. Trying to grow my subscriber base, trying to grow my viewership base, and overall trying to increase the amount of people that I get to connect with through this channel, through this one big conversation that we typically have with each other on this YouTube channel, with me providing things and you guys providing some feedback. So ultimately, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching, and as usual, guys, take care.